Can we get can we get a word in the chat? Start populating them. Start throw them in there. I see utter. So your word is utter.
Where did he think of that one?
All right, Agent. I'm getting something through my earpiece.
He said, very, very concerned, and FBI agents aren't normally so concerned.
You know, it's a little worrying, don't you think? We normally don't get any intercoms. We just keep these for looks.
He said, General of the FBI looked very concerned. He'd never seen him look this concerned. He had heard talk about an infiltration of some kind, but surely it couldn't be coming true.
Agent, I've been through a lot in my time at the FBI, many, many years, and I'm hearing something very, very new through my earpiece.
He confided in his closest friend, absent-mindedly fingering at his general's patch and thinking to himself, I'm the general. I shouldn't be scared.
We've gone through vigorous training. We're the top of our classes. We've had zero use for these, and now all of a sudden, for what? For what? Why were we even hired?
He said, yes, there may be an infiltration, but this is the moment for him to be a good friend. Clearly, his best friend is in need, and the major is going to be there for him.
Agent, I'm hearing alien language through my earpiece.
The general crossed his legs like he had to pee and looked up at the sky. Planes were coming, strange-looking ones.
Sir, don't worry about that. There's been a festival going around outside. There's nothing to worry about. Our job is we're A-okay, all right? We're nothing to worry about. That I'm getting it too, but
he said,
don't worry.
He said he knew there was something to worry about. He knew this was a big deal, but he couldn't let the general know that because the general's mental health was more important than anything else. He can't save the world on his own, but he can make a friend feel better.
But Agent, I see tentacles crawling up your neck.
Tentacles were, in fact, crawling up the agent's neck. His eyes had turned a strange shade of pink, and his ears had been replaced by full-on alien heads.
Sir, I know what you may be thinking. Honestly, it's a weird sensation for myself as well. But we're good. Everything's fine. As far as you are concerned, I'm A-okay. And 100%, I can guarantee you, you're fine. Hey, you look at yourself in the mirror, turn around, you look at yourself in the mirror, you tell yourself you're fine.
He said he knew it was a lie. He was feeling the most intense pain that anybody has ever felt before. But if the general, in his last moments before the aliens overtake him, could feel a bit of positivity about himself and to feel like it was all going to be okay, even though it clearly was not, then his job would be complete.
Scene.
Oh, I'm gonna stay here.
Cool.
Great. Our next game is called Say What? And for this game, I need Andrew and Daniel.
Say what?
I say that. So these guys are going to do a regular scene. And if at any point during the scene, I want them to change what they've just said, I will say what? And they have to say a new thing. So, for example, Andrew, what is your favorite object that you own?
Probably one of my mushroom identification handbooks.
Say what?
A yo-yo.
Say what?
My dad.
And as soon as I
Okay.
stop saying say what, that becomes part of the scene. Andrew's favorite object that he owns is his dad. And the scene will continue on as usual. So can we populate the chat with some occupations?
Okay.
Oh my. I'm gonna go with masseuse. Take it away.
You really got to make sure you have warm hands when dealing with cold clients.
And my body's ice cold. I just came out of the cold bath.
Well, lucky for you, I'm straight fire. Okay.
All right. So I'll start on your legs while you start on my back. Will that work?
It can be tricky, but I feel good about it.
Okay.
It's a meeting of the minds, I think. So yeah, let me just. Mm-hmm.
Do what? Both of you?
Yep.
Great.
I don't know if you can tell, but I carry a lot of just like past trauma in my left calf. So.
Okay. Well, you're definitely going to want to drink a lot of water at the end of this then.
Mm-hmm.
Say what?
So I haven't actually been trained in trauma therapy yet. I'm still on soft tissue manipulation.
Say what?
If this gets too intense for you, we should have a safe word.
I think that's a good call. And I think it should be something that's meaningful to us. So that way saying it out loud doesn't seem like, a simple thing. Oh, am I too hot for you?
You're very hot. So it's producing steam off my cold hands.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens with all my clients.
So what's your safe word then?
Oh, how about Mother Dearest?
Say what?
Okay.
How about Sticky Icky?
Say what?
How about Meet Me in the French Riviera?
Okay. So if I hear you say that, I will stop because I'll know that the trauma in your calf has grown too painful.
It's because it's locked in there, Like,
Yeah.
like the trauma's been sealed in a little safety deposit box for years.
Sure.
I don't even remember what it was, but if it comes back, oh my God. Oh! 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 Meet me in the French Riviera!
Oh shit.
It's okay, I'm fine.
Phew. That was intense. I feel loose.
Me too.
Says you can't make
Cool.
connections over Zoom.
So before we go on to the next scene, I'm going to just type something in the chat. And this is ctmprov.com/ways hyphen whatever, you can read it. So we're part of the CT Comedy Theater. If you were traveling to Hartford, Connecticut to see us live in person, first of all, you'd have to go to Hartford, Connecticut. Payment in itself. Second of all, you'd be charged $10 at the door. This is all free free and streaming into your little meditation zone where I picture you sitting. But we would love for you to support our theater so that when I don't know, the Russians or whoever decide that the pandemic can be over, we can go back to our theater and not have it be closed. So if you want to check out ctmprov.com and figure out ways to support our theater, we would be so grateful. Whatever fits your budget. You can, there's some classes probably starting up soon. So if you want to support us that way, that's cool. All right, our next game is called Secret. For this game, I need Eliza and Vinny to join me on the stage.
I think that's the old cast. I think it's Andrew.
I was recast in the role of Eliza.
He's my understudy.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, playing the role of Eliza in this made-up scene.
I even got my haircut to match.
Cool. All right. So for this game, the way it's going to work is that these two are going to do a scene, just like you've been seeing in the past. But the kicker, if you will, for this game is that one of them will have a secret that the other one doesn't know about. They will find out that secret through chat. We're going to private message that person somewhere towards near the beginning, but not right at the beginning of the scene. And during the scene, they're going to have to continue the scene knowing this new piece of information about themselves that the other improviser does not know. To make this happen, what we're going to do is to ask Andrew and Vinny to now turn their sound off, take out their headphones, etc. And this will be the one moment where we are going to invite our lovely audience to unmute yourself if you have an idea for a secret that one of them might be keeping. Now, I'll give you an example of a secret. A secret might be something like, I've replaced the insides of all of my science books with pictures of superheroes. So when it looks like I'm looking at a science book, I'm looking at pictures of superheroes. That's just an example of a secret. But let's hear from you. So unmute yourself if you've got a fun idea and say it out loud.
I actually wrote the Da Vinci Code.
Oh, great. That's a great secret. And thank you for sharing it with us. We will use that. So one of these players will find out once the scene has started that they were the real author of the Da Vinci Code. We'll see how that impacts the scene. All right. Robert, can you text these guys and ask them to come
I am
back?
the guy for this job.
We are
I'm
ready.
already on it.
Oh, perfect. All right. Hopefully they get those text messages. If not, we'll do this. All right. Let's get one more thing to get them started. How about a relationship that two people might have? Two people who know each other. What's the relationship that they might have? Brothers. All right, your suggestion is brothers, folks.
All right. Look, I know you don't want me to like tag along and that, mom and dad forced you to make me come, but like, is it really that bad?
I mean, I don't know. You're just always trying to be like me, man. I'm my own person, and I know you look up to me. I know, like, as far as like role models go, I'm #1 in your book, and you idolize me and worship me, and you built that shrine to me in your room. But I just need to be my own person,
Yeah, no. I totally get that, Sean. It's just that like, you're such an awesome person, and I feel like the only way that I could possibly be awesome is that if I like mimic you,
I mean, that's great, but like wearing the same like sweater that I'm wearing right now, wearing my favorite baseball hat. These are things that not a well person does.
Come on. Can we at least embrace we're twins?
I was born first.
By like 20 seconds.
Yeah, and that's 20 seconds of knowledge and passion that I will always carry with me. I put that passion into everything I've done.
You cried just as much as I did, if not longer, because you were born first.
Yeah, I cried longer because maybe I'm more emotional. Maybe I'm more connected to things. You know, I'm really artistic, Jerry. And I don't think you have ever really gotten that about me. There's a lot you never got about me.
Yeah, well, that's because you took yourself away in your little cave and you do your whatever by yourself and you shut me out from your life. I'm just like a shadow to you, bro.
Well, you know, Jerry, it's not like I don't want people to know. It's not like it's you think I push people away because it's fun? You think that's fun for me? I got a lot to offer the world, but I'm scared they'll reject it, man.
Hey, man, who else would be more accepting than your own brother? Than your own twin brother? Sean, whatever it is you got, man, it's awesome. Trust me, I know you got it.
It's just hard. You know, I've worked my tookus off, you know, and to not, you know, you don't know what that's like, Jerry. You just had, as a second born, you just have had life handed to you. You never had to work for anything like I've had to work for.
Mom and Dad give us the same treatment. That has nothing to do with it.
I see the way Mom looks at you. She wishes that I could amount to something, and the truth is I have. I can't let the world know yet.
Sean, I feel like you need to, especially if you want to be your own person, you need to embrace yourself as your own person. You know, like whatever it is, you just gotta give it a try. You know what I mean? You just throw it out there. It's just a leap of faith. I mean, I saw from Spider-Man. I can't really.
With great power.
Yeah, you know, with great power comes great responsibility.
And I have a great responsibility. And you know, meeting when I had to meet Tom Hanks, but I had to be disguised because he couldn't know my real role. And even now I'm worried I'm saying too much. It's just hard to have the fate of the world on your shoulders. I know what that's like. I know.
Hey, man, it's okay.
And
It's okay.
And I love church. And that place in Rome where the Pope lives, the Vatican, that's what it is. That's great. And just like use all that to give me strength. It was a beautiful experience, but people don't know. People don't know that it was me.
Was it really you?
No.
I don't. What?
You haven't even known. I'm worried I'm saying too much now. The NDA, they made me sign an NDA. Which is
really? Oh, because I didn't know what an NDA was. Thanks for telling me.
I don't know, Jerry. You know, you are 20 seconds delayed in your intelligence.
Scene. All right, a lot of deep cuts there. Penny, any guesses as to what the secret was?
Oh darn! Why am I drawing a blank? Does it involve Da Vinci?
Yeah,
it does.
Da Vinci's Code.
I wrote it.
You wrote Da Vinci's Code. That's fun.
Great. Great. All right.
All right.
Oh, here we go.
Well, Vinny was just drawing a blank, but now we're gonna fill in the blank, which is the
Yes.
title of our next game.
Hell yeah.
Good for you, Robert.
I'm proud of that. It's probably bad form to say this, but I was very.
I know it was a salty tone, but I really am impressed.
Okay.
That's good.
You should
So
be
this
proud.
game is for Daniel and Eliza, and this game is called Fill in the Blank. They're gonna have a scene like normal, but a lot of what they say, they're not gonna think of. A lot of what they say is gonna come from you, the audience. So what we would like is for everybody to go to the chat and start typing in some actual sentences, some real lines that our performers will say in the scene. And this can be normal things that people might say to each other, like, "Hey, that's a cute looking dog," or it might be things that you heard in real life that without context sound weird. Like I heard a guy on the phone say, "I'll do it, but I need $50." I'm like, what was he talking about? And I'll never know, and this bothering me. This could be movie quotes, book quotes, real life quotes, or just a random jumble of words that you put together to form a sentence. Like, "Hey, why don't leopards use more zippers? Why don't they?" So let's start filling in stuff in the chat. We won't use all of this, but we want to make sure we have more than enough.
Oh, we got a bunch coming in already.
It's
We have a
a
bunch.
very fun game from an audience perspective.
This is
We
way more
play
fun,
this
too.
in practice, and very fun
And
to
you can
just
keep
type things
typing
in.
stuff in as the scene continues in case the performers want to do that, but I think we have plenty. So performers, are you at the right point in the chat where they start?
We're ready.
All righty, let's go. And let me think of let's get a word first. That's probably a good idea.
Solid idea.
The word is acting.
I'm so nervous.
Shouldn't be. You're a legend. So I wouldn't be nervous if I were you.
Well, thank you. Are you nervous? Your first Broadway show?
Of course. I'm very nervous. This is my 4th career change.
Really?
Oh, yes. I know it looked like an old master of the stage, but I just started last summer.
Did you? You're practically an intern.
Well, my Spanx are uncomfortable today.
Oh my, oh my. Well, you'll start to know that once you're in the theater, you have to do a lot of uncomfortable things. For example, I'm still big. It's the stages that got small.
You are so quotable. That's why I've always admired you. I've always wanted to be you. And I'm so, I just feel so honored to be sharing a stage with you, even if I don't have a lot of lines.
Thank you. That's so sweet. You know, fans say the funniest things to me. In fact, once someone said, "I broke my toe this morning." And they expected me to do something about it.
Oh, yes. I think when you rise to the level of fame that you have, that people think you could solve all the world's problems, big and small. My mama told me, "Soup's on, bitches." You know?
Your
When
mother
we
said
were
that to you?
Yes, when we were young, it's the only thing she ever said to us. She spoke
Oh.
very little, but she would paddle us and she would yell at the top of her lungs, "A soup's on, bitches."
And was there soup?
Rarely, rarely.
How perfectly awful. You know, my mother always said to me, "Oh, that's the same thing that I said before, so I
Well.
won't tell you that." Did these jeggings come in blue? My mom,
Which was sort of a metaphor, I'm guessing, of some sort.
I believe so. It was the 1920s.
Well, how do magnets even work? Because I keep hearing that you can make your face look 20 years younger with magnets.
There we go again. Fans always trying to think that I know physics and plastic surgery and...
Guess you're right. I am really just a fan.
Oh, that's not what I meant. What I meant was... Here's what I meant. Oh, you should have brought a squirrel.
Is it that obvious that my hair is made from skunk?
Yes, it's
smells.
it's very obvious.
I'm sorry. Well,
Oh, just in the nick of time, here is a squirrel.
Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Well, again, I just am so honored, and I'm sorry that they made us share a dressing room. You obviously deserve your own dressing room, but
Oh, I've had a wonderful time. I believe it's just about time to go on stage.
stop. Collaborate. And listen.
Scene.
See?
Wow,
Nice.
that's awesome.
Legendary status here in the Magic Zoom show. So we're going to keep things moving. And can I get to the stage, Vinny and Eliza, for a rousing game? Now, we promote multiculturalism here at Magic Improv. And one way we do that is by raising up our bilingual performers. So not a lot of people know, but both Vinny and Eliza are fluent in 2 languages, both your everyday American English, but they also are fluent in gibberish. So this game will highlight their strengths as, bilingual performers. And what might happen is they will be doing a scene, just like any old scene. And Vinny might be talking, maybe he's monologuing about some new shoes that he bought.
These new shoes I got today, they weren't as soft as I thought they were. In
Gibberish.
fact, but
English.
it just, the pain just felt so bad.
And that's the game. So what's going to happen is they're going to go back and forth. They're going to do a scene, and at random points, I will shout English, at which point they will perform in English. And at other points, I will shout gibberish, at which points they will perform in gibberish. To start these lovely people off, can I get an example of something that brings you wonder and joy? Wow, nothing. Oh, dill pickle chips. Let's go with dill pickle chips.
All right, I know they're called, dill pickle chips and everything, but like,
Gibberish.
I'm like actually,
No, I don't want. Oh,
English.
yeah.
It's a mess here with these flies.
Hey, don't worry about us. I'm sure once you get a couple pickles, and you'll be good. Eat a couple pickle chips. They haven't hit me at all. I don't know,
Gibberish.
it must be too much help. Them hit.
And the women in and when and the
English.
See,
I can't
I don't know,
taste them
though.
quite as much when
taste
they're in
them?
the sandwich. Oh, what?
You can't taste them at all?
Not quite as much when they're inside a sandwich, but I am enjoying this picnic with you.
Gibberish.
I was doing.
Oh. And then we
English.
and here we are.
Yes, it was a real good pick me up. So I was just really, as soon as you called, I picked it straight up. I was like, all right,
Gibberish.
whoa. Huh? I don't know that. Huh?
English.
I was like, oh, can't forget the pickles, because like I knew you liked pickles, but I just when I saw the pickled chips, I just started eating them, and I
Gibberish.
didn't even put them on the same.
What's mine?
I mean,
And when a band and a bag and what else in it?
oh, who knows? I mean,
And the chin
no.
English.
It's just like it's not that bad. Just drink a couple water, right?
yeah, I'm thirsty and I'm just wondering what else you brought because you always bring so much fun stuff to picnics.
Gibberish.
Huh. I mean, huh? Well,
Oh, and the one in the whoa.
I mean,
Yeah. Oh.
Scene. We'll never know what they were doing. It looked
wow, what a tease.
lovely.
Awesome. Okay, we are having absolute fun with all of these small people scenes, all long scenes and all whatnot. We're gonna do a round robin type game, kind of similar to No S, but this kicker is that we are only allowed to ask questions throughout our scenes. Anyone who does not ask a question will be booted.
Deal.
Okay, does that sound fantastic? I'm gonna get off.
Do we have a choice?
No. Oh, wait. Can we get a word for these people? Just start flooding the chat with words again.
Ooh. Blurp.
Mm.
Are you ready to be a literary superstar?
Talking to me?
Who else would I be talking to?
No one's ever addressed me in person before. Are you certain you want me involved?
That was you on stage reading your short story, was it not?
You were at my reading?
Who wasn't at your reading?
My family. Lasers.
Oh, thank you.
Do I look good for the prom?
Are you going for a kind of a Star Wars theme?
Don't you want to be the most popular kid at the prom?
Have you thought about whether that will get you laid?
Who cares about any of that?
Are you sure you're in high school?
Let's say that I am.
It was going to be a question.
Basement.
Are you kids hungry?
Do we get Triscuits?
What did we say about eating more vegetables?
That when the Price is Right is on, we eat our vegetables until we're quiet?
Did I come up with that rule?
Isn't it the only rule we have?
Am I a good parent? Okay. Okay.
Daniel's family also only spoke in questions, so it's pretty hard to defeat here too.
Your word for this one is tentacles.
Great.
Is that an octopus or a squid?
Doesn't matter. You hungry?
Well, is it calamari or clam strips?
Do clam strips come from an octopus?
Well, they're both from the ocean, right?
Oh yeah. And a question for you. But I had one.
Cantankerous.
Oh, wow.
Old man Jefferson, why are you so angry all the time?
Where's my milk?
Unseen. That was questions only.
All right, awesome. Our next game is called Oscar Winning Moment. Adam is listening to the show in our house, and I hear an echo of my voice happening from downstairs. Hi, Adam. Thanks for watching. Okay, so this game is called Oscar Winning Moment. In this game, our three players are going to be reenacting a scene from a movie in which all three of them won Oscars. They'll be going through the scene as usual, and I will call out the moment before you're about to see their Oscar-winning speech. To get this game started, we just need the made-up title of a movie. I forget ones that we've done in the past. Try and give examples.
Clawfoot tub.
What?
Clawfoot tub.
Oh,
Yeah.
the clawfoot tub. That's what we did in our last show. So let's see what's coming in our chat. Wow.
Good one. Some good one.
I hope we're all laughing at the same thing, because I'm gonna pick Cat Scratch 2 Return to the Scratch.
Wowie.
Love it.
Sounds like an Oscar winner. Oh,
Well, I'm glad we don't have to worry about those cats anymore. I don't think they're coming back.
they sure aren't. We told them where to go and where not to come back to, which was here.
I think this town of nowhere, Las Vegas, Nevada, County, Nevada, is free of those cats forever.
Now, while we're on the subject of tiny creatures, I wanted to introduce you to my chinchilla.
Oscar-winning chinchilla introduction.
When we kicked the cats out of town, I thought, they've got to go. They're no good. Okay, little guy, one sec. I'll introduce you. I mean, they weren't any good. They scratched at us, they bit us, they spread disease and filth. But they also loved us, didn't they? And when they left, I mean, Well, we got better. Our boils healed, and episodes of cat scratch fever almost were eliminated. But the love was gone. I mean, we had no little furry beasts to cuddle us at night, no one to feed without any thanks. And I don't know about you, Bill, but I don't feel good anymore. I might have my health, but I don't have the love of a little kitty kit. But now I've got Poppy, the chinchilla. Poppy keeps me warm at night.
Can't mean
Well,
that.
what?
You can't mean that, Frank. You
I
can't
do.
mean it. We don't have those cats anymore going to the bathroom everywhere and meowing it all the time. And I love my silky smooth skin. Frank, I don't want boils anymore. I'm sick of the boils, Frank.
Pardon me, gentlemen, but I was wondering if myself and my several dozen weasels could rent a room in this town.
Well, we own the Bellagio together, so
Oh,
yes, I mean, technically.
yes. Yes, I just have an affinity for some would call them pests, but you know, I keep them in this sack and they've given me nothing but love and adoration.
Okay.
Oscar-winning weasels escaping from the sack and weasel chase scene.
In fact, let me show you my favorite.
No,
His
no,
name is Dorian Gray.
no, it's the cats all over again. The cats have returned. The cats have
Oh, no!
They're flying weasels. Oh, they're coming out of. Oh, I can't get them back. My weasels. Now I'm just throwing them at this point. I'm throwing them over. Weasel confetti.
Robert, Oscar-winning death by weasel scene.
weasels. That's the weasels. I thought I would die an old man. Las Vegas County, Nevada. My weasels, you bring death. You're a death bringer. You've destroyed this town.
I didn't know. Dorian Gray, get off of him. Dorian. Oh, and Ernest. Oh, my poor weasels.
Oh, God.
Oh no. Are you dead?
Oh, no.
Oh God. That was scarier than when he was dead. But well, I assume that room in the Bellagio is still available.
Scene. All
Wow,
right.
we've been magic.
That was our show, folks. Thank you for being here. Thank you for crying. That is one of our favorite emotions at Magic Improv.
Of laughter, I hope.
She was so sad that your character died.
Very emotional journey.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thanks for taking an hour out of your busy Zoom lives to be with us. Let's put the CT Improv link in the chat again. We also have a YouTube page, which is meticulously maintained. You can watch old material, subscribe to our YouTube, and you can check out highlights. We'll put up, I usually just put the videos I'm in because no one else manages the YouTube. But anyway.
Well, now that I know, I'm gonna start.
Can we put highlights up of the half of the show that we recorded?
Yeah, like we started.
Yes, we will also put up. We will put up the half of the show that we recorded. So please join us again. Tell your friends, and that's it. Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for the hearts. Oh my God, Allie's at my window again. Go get.
By the way, you'll notice Daniel never said the letter S at any point in this. Never.
Only been asking questions.
And he was only in questions. That's right.
That's true. Don't. I said S. I'm out.
That's in the show.
All right, guys.
Bye, Nick. Have a good night.
I know.
Bye, Brenda. Have a good night.
Thanks, Jay and Jay.
Are they still here?
You can see if they're still here. There's still people